Hello everyone, it's Victoria here, also known as the Mom Care Coach. And it's been a long time that I have been on Facebook, so this is kind of fun. And I wanted to check in with you guys. I wanted to chat a little bit. The title I said were the 4 intentional needs, which are our anchors. And I'm also talking about a fit December. So the reason why I wanted to get on today is because I have been so active on my podcast and in the Mom Care Coach community on YouTube, as well as the Mom Care Coach Facebook group. But I have not gone live on just my page and quite some time. I think it may even be like a year or so. So it's been a little while. So hello. If you don't know who I am thankful that you are here. Thank you for checking me out, seeing what I'm up to. And so today I wanted to do a little bit of chatting. So I am a mom. I have 2 boys. I have both of my boys with special needs. My oldest is on the autism spectrum, and so I talk a lot about that, but mostly I talk about self-care for the mother because I think that that is so important, and I also feel like that is something that is so overlooked. So we can just even start there. The reason why is, and if you are a parent that has a child with special needs or a child with autism, or you know someone who has a child with special needs, it's kind of a big deal. And the thing is that so much of our time and attention gets focused on our children, as it should be. But the issue arises when we're not actually putting any attention on ourselves, which can be common for mothers in general, but especially for mothers that have children on the autism spectrum or a variety of different special needs, because we're so busy. We're so busy with our little ones. But the thing is that if we don't put the time and attention on ourselves as well, it's very easy to get burned out, and it's very easy to have compassion fatigue, which is an actual diagnosis. And we can also start to have health challenges ourselves when we are not taking care of ourselves. Now, on the podcast and on my YouTube channel, I have gone over the ABCs of self-care for autism moms. I have talked about the 4 intentional needs, and now I want to share a little bit about that and what that actually means with you, because especially during this last few weeks of the year, not just December, the year, it is very important for us to have an understanding on how to take care of ourselves and what that actually means. So what I am doing, I am choosing to have a fit December. The reason why is because so often people do not start thinking about getting fit until January. And the really cool thing about having a fit December is that even though you are going to get-togethers and family gatherings or whatever, or friend gatherings or whatever, what's really great is that you can still have at least one healthy meal. You can still do small exercises, really simple things. I love Pilates, but a lot of people like a lot of different things. I call it joyful movement, which is one of our 4 intentional needs. So we can even start with that. When joyful movement is the goal. So this is how I set this up. Joyful movement is the goal. It's one of our 4 intentional needs. But we also need to have an anchor, okay? So the anchor is the actual 4 intentional need, and it is a movement. So the goal would be joyful movement. So it's kind of like if you're driving to California, okay? First, you need to get in the car, you need to have your GPS set up, you need to be going in the direction on the highways that will lead you to your destination. That is your goal, right? But what if you decided, you know what, I've heard that there is a quicker way to go in this other direction, and I'm just going to try this out. Well, if you do that, you may end up in California, but you may not, okay? So it's the same thing with having a goal. You need to have a goal, but then you also need to have anchors, which would be, in our case, the 4 intentional needs, and then also practices to support that anchor. So if you're doing joyful movement as your goal, then the 4 intentional need would be movement. What could that be? Maybe it can be hula hooping, maybe it's basketball, maybe it's soccer, maybe it's Pilates, maybe it's skating. There's so many different things, and only you know what brings you joy, and that is what you would do. And as you do that on a consistent basis, that is going to automatically lead you to your goal. So that is one of our 4 intentional needs, which I also say as an anchor. Okay, and then the second one, let's talk about a calm mind. Now, the calm mind is the goal. It's not the anchor, it's the goal. What can we do? Mindset is the anchor, and then we have support practices that is going to lead us to our goal naturally. So for mindset, thinking about negative talk, thinking about what are you telling yourself? What are you speaking out of your mouth? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are the people that you surround yourself with? All of that affects our mindset. And then also making sure that you are declaring positive things, not toxic positivity, just saying things and hoping that it makes sense to you, but what really makes sense for you. And for me, I like to speak the word of the Most High and read the Bible. And when I declare those things, I know that that is truth. So even if I may not feel it immediately, I know it's truth. So as I'm speaking that and allowing that to resonate in my heart and my mind, then that is going to put me on the right path that I need to. And the Bible says that faith comes by hearing the word of the Most High. So as I am saying those words and those verses, and I like to take verses and turn them into affirmations that I like to read to myself and say out loud. And I actually have my kids do the same thing. It's really, really powerful because I am declaring the word of the Most High, which is truth. And then also I am slowly allowing myself to be bathed in the word, and I am going to over time believe the things that are saying beautiful things about me that maybe I'm struggling with, right? So I believe that that is truth. I believe that as I say that, I am bathing that on myself, and that becomes a part of who I am. And then I'm going to naturally have less like negative thoughts or whatever. And so that can be really helpful. So again, joyful movement is the goal. The anchor would be movement or exercise or fitness, however you want to say that, and then having practices to support that. The goal is to have a calm mind, then the anchor is mindset. So thinking about mindset, all of those things, even like what you're reading, like I mentioned the Bible, having personal development books is also really helpful too. Okay, so the third item would be nutrition. So that's actually one of my favorites. Nutrition is the anchor. We're going to be backwards this time. Nutrition is the anchor. A nourished body is the goal. So in order to have a nourished body, you need to have nutrition as your anchor and having practices around that. So maybe some practices would be meal planning, meal prep. Those are different things. Maybe writing out what you're going to eat throughout the week. Maybe you eat differently than the rest of your family. Maybe they are just kind of experimenting with what is healthy and what is not, and they're not 100% sold on it yet. You keep doing it. You can also make flexitarian meals. Flexitarian meals means you have like a main dish and then you have lots of sides. That way you're not having to feel like a short order cook when you're trying to, prepare everything for everyone. If you have a main meal and then have other things that everyone can choose from, that may be an option for you. Or maybe you want to do like just your carbs or your veggies or, your grains and prepare that ahead of time. And then that can be helpful for you. Have things already cut up and everything. that can be helpful. You think about what is going to really help you and what's going to just make you really delighted when you are doing it or thinking about it, and that's what you're going to focus on. And so our last one is sleep. And the reason why that is so important, I think it's important for all mothers, but especially for mothers who have children on the autism spectrum, because a lot of times our kiddos really struggle with sleep, and that's just a fact. But what I like to focus on is self-care for the mother. So I keep saying that to help it to make sense to you. So another idea would be, so if anchor is the sleep, then restorative rest will be the goal. And so the practices around sleep could be turning your devices off at least an hour before you're ready to be in bed. So that's your laptop, actually your television as well, your phone, your iPad, whatever iNess you have. You turn all of those things off. Also starting to dim the lights, getting little dimmers for your lights. And you can dim them like an hour or two or maybe 3 hours before you're ready to be in bed, because it's preparing your body and your mind and everything, trying to get them in a calm space. Another thing you could do is buying some Himalayan salt lamps. Those are really, really lovely. Another idea of helping with the lighting, so that the lighting isn't so bright, because it's really hard to go from really, really bright lights to now it's time to go to sleep. So calming the mind and body, putting on some essential oils, like in your diffusers, that can help. Having a nice calm bath, using candles, all of these things can be helpful for sleep, okay? So why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this because with the idea of having a fit December, I have ordered, Arbonne has some amazing Black Friday specials. They have some limited time offerings as well. And I just ordered my Daily Essentials bundle. And if you want to join me, let me know. That'll be a lot of fun. And then I'm just going to post a little bit about my journey, because I want to talk more about the healthy and joyful movement and nutrition, which is having a nourished body, right? Those are our goals. So even in December, even if you're going to parties, even if you're going to friends' houses, even if you're eating all kinds of goodies that maybe you don't usually eat, what if you had just at least one clean meal? Now, if you know me personally, you know that I believe in eating delicious food year around, so you never feel like you need to have a vacation from your real life when it comes to food. And so when you live that way, you're not really tempted to eat all of these other things that you see out at other people's houses, because you feel so nourished in your own body, and the food that you're eating is so delicious that you're not tempted when you go out somewhere else. That being said, everybody is different and everyone is on their own journey, and I totally understand and respect that, because I haven't always felt the way that I have felt and lived my life in the way that I have lived it. I live my life now in a way that really is gratifying to helping me and moving me forward to the next levels in my life, and that is something that is really important. And so I want to help you guys too. So if you know, I have my podcast, The Mom Care Coach, and we're always talking about our 4 intentional needs, which are our anchors. And if you also know, I have an online health shop, and it has vegan products in there, whether it is from skincare that's really clean, natural skincare, body care, deodorants, toothpaste, all the normal things. And then we also have really a wonderful focus on nutrition and supplements and weight support and all of those kinds of things. And what's really lovely is about the Daily Essentials bundle is that it gives you a clean, high protein, vegan, gluten-free, natural meal that is kosher, that is halal certified, that is just really, 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 really delicious too. And it sustains you. So let's talk about it. The reason why I'm bringing it up now is because of the Black Friday specials, and I have not come on live in a while. And with the Black the Black Friday specials. All of the protein is on sale along with free shipping. So we have our protein powders, we have our other nutrition products, we have bundles. So many of our bundles are on special price. And so if you have any desire at all to work on your nutrition and work on it even here in December, you can get an early start on it. You don't have to wait to January. You don't have to think, oh, well, I know I'm going to eat those cookies or that cake or whatever, or grandma's pumpkin pie. And so I'll just worry about that in January. What if you just made small steps and strides toward right now, toward the goals that you have for yourselves in the future, next year? But what if you started right now? Because then you have a head start. And you know, I always teach in all of my programs and with all of the ladies that I serve, I always teach about the importance of starting where you're at right now and then making small steps. And the reason why is because we have our amygdala, which is in the back of our brain, and our amygdala wants to keep us safe. And so many times when people are trying to make changes in their lives, really great changes, our amygdala will stop us and we'll start to feel nervous, or we'll feel overwhelmed, or we'll think to ourselves, okay, maybe not right now, maybe I'll do that later. And always a confused mind always says no. But what if we took such small, tiny strides in the right direction that our body has been speaking, that will speak yes to us? So this past week, we have focused on, in the Mom Care Coach group, as well as on YouTube and in the Facebook group, we've been focused on hydration, getting more hydration in our body. And that small step is so powerful. And with the Daily Essentials bundle, it comes with healthy energy drink powder. It's called Energy Fizz, and it's really, really delicious. And it gives you tons of methylated activated B vitamins. And it also has some healthy herbs in it and a little bit of green tea. So it gives you a nice calm energy. You don't have any jittery feelings afterwards. It's just a really lovely calm energy in that Daily Essentials bundle. It also comes with something called our Green Synergy, which is a mixture of prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes, which you need to help to digest your food, because you are not what you eat, you are what you absorb. So having the prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes is so powerful because our second brain is in our gut. And so we need to be able to digest the food, and we also need to be able to think clearly. That's so incredibly helpful. It also has something called a skin elixir, which is our collagen support. So collagen comes from meat, but we have a vegan company. So we have herbs and vitamins to create and support the collagen that we already have in our bodies. So it gives you lovely glowy skin, and it also helps your brain. It also helps your joints. So that is wonderful. And this is all from one little packet. The Green Synergy has the prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes, as well as the vegan collagen support. But it doesn't stop there. You know, it's really awesome because it also comes with 13 fruits and vegetables in this powder, and it's so delicious and it's so amazing. So this little packet has those 3 things. The skin elixir has the collagen support in it, and it has the greens, and it has your prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes. That's that one little packet, and you just add it to water, okay, along with your fizz, which is the healthy energy drink, and you just add that to water, and it tastes so delicious. And there's all these different flavors. One of the flavors for the energy fizz is the tart cherry. I just ordered that yesterday. I ordered the tart cherry in my Daily Essentials bundle, along with the Green Synergy and the star of the show, in my opinion, one of the stars of the show, in my opinion, which is the protein powder. It's a vegan protein powder. As we age, it's so important to make sure we're having enough protein, especially for women. I will be 48 in the beginning of January. So my birthday is like in 4 weeks. Yeah, amazing. But I have talked about the Daily Essentials bundle before on Instagram. So go follow me in all these places. Go to YouTube, go sign up. If you are a mom that has children on the autism spectrum, sign up for the Facebook group, the Mom Care Coach Facebook group. Go to the Mom Care Coach YouTube channel, listen to the Mom Care Coach podcast, do the things. I'm also on TikTok. So I do these talks, and I do these lessons because I am a certified life and health coach. I'm also a certified international counselor. I was a director of an autism clinic, and I stopped doing that so I could focus on my own family. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I wanted to work from home as an entrepreneur and really support the autism moms in my community and to be able to help them. So if you know other autism moms, please ask them to follow me too, because I give a lot of important information. And being a trained coach, it's really important because you learn so many amazing things, and I want to share all of that wisdom with you guys to help you. So going back to the Black Friday specials, there are so many, I can't even list them all. We have skincare, hair care, up to 70% off for the hair care. And the skincare, at least 20 to 40% off. And on the nutrition, 20 to 40% off as well. And so for the Daily Essentials bundle, there's those 3 products, as I mentioned, with the protein powder. The one I ordered is the salted caramel, which is really lovely. I'm excited about it. I have not tried it yet, but I remember I've heard so many great things about it, and I love the Essential Mineral Coffee Protein, and generally speaking, that's the one I order every month. Now, on Instagram, I've mentioned several times that these 3 products are my mainstay. I like to have them every single month. I don't like to be without them. So now I want to go into the why. So when it goes back to our 4 intentional needs, one of them being mindset and another one being nutrition is hit with this, and then also mindset. And the reason why is because of those B vitamins that helps you with energy. The protein powder also helps giving an energy boost, and also it helps with sleep. These products are so phenomenal. Also, if you are a person and you're like at like a really intense reset, that is our 30-day program, and I will probably be talking more about that in January for a full reset. But right now I'm talking about the Daily Essentials, and it helps support my sleep. It helps support my healthy mindset, especially with all of those B vitamins. Google all the different things that B vitamins do. It's so important. And with energy, honestly, I mean, seriously, energy is so important, especially for mothers. You must have the energy for your kids and for yourself. And so how it supports my 4 intentional needs is helping with nutrition, helping with sleep, and helping with my mindset. And when I have more energy, then I have more energy to give, and I'm able to do more things. When I'm able to sleep well, then I feel better. That is supporting my body. It's one of those fundamental needs. Sleep is just so incredibly important. And then also, when I'm nourishing my body, I'm easily on my way to having that nourished body, right? And then also for me, I've had times where I would stop these products and I think to myself, are they really helping? Because sometimes you get used to just feeling how you feel, and you don't even, it's not even a thing, you just forget. And what I have noticed is that taking these products every day helps me to feel so much better, meaning like my brain feels clearer, I'm able to think clearer. I feel like my mindset, it helps with mood, which is so lovely. And then also the protein powder is helping with protein, because we must have a lot of protein, especially as we age, especially if you do any sports, if you like to work out, and just being a human, you have to have protein. So I love all of this. And then who doesn't have like you need to be aware of gut issues. Like if you're feeling bloated after you eat, or if your tummy just doesn't feel good, or you eat and you don't seem to feel full afterwards, or you feel like you easily are hungry a little bit later, a lot of times that can be because of blood sugar. And that's why I love all of the products, because Arbonne keeps that in mind, and they really want to help people have balanced blood sugar. Now, I'm not a doctor. I do not claim that role at all, but I am a certified health coach, and I do understand the role that healthy blood sugar plays in people's lives. And a lot of people, they know that they're not feeling really great, but they don't really know the why. If you are a person and you generally are not feeling your best, that 30-day reset may be a good option for you, because in it also has an elimination diet with it, meaning you're able to eat like normal meals and everything, but there's certain things you don't eat, and one of the things that you don't eat is sugar with the 30-day. For the daily essentials, that's not a requirement, but I have never met anyone who's done the program or the daily reset bundle and not felt any difference, because the products are so powerful. So if you would like to know more information, please let me know. I'm going to try to link under this video what you can do about that. If you're wanting to have a Fit December with me, if you are wanting to find out more information, just let me know. I'm always willing to help everybody and everything. So let me know. I don't know if you can hear that. I have fireworks that are going off right out here, because where I live, it's not just like during July. They have fireworks. Like anytime there's been a holiday, they will do fireworks. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to mention all of that information. If you wanted to join me in Fit December, learning about our 4 intentional needs, creating practices around those. Remember, our 4 intentional needs are our anchors that will lead us to the goals that we have for ourselves. And then also, I wanted to mention one more thing as we go into December. You may be around people, and I mentioned this on a podcast episode, so please go and listen to that as well. You may be around people that, may not be familiar with a healthy lifestyle, and they may not know the journey that you're on. If you are on a self-care journey, I believe in showing grace to people, and then also at the same time giving yourself permission to do what you need to do, and giving yourself grace as well. And so there are ways, and I think 1 or 2 episodes ago, I go into great details about this. There are ways to, show love to people and let them know, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is the journey I am at. This is the food I enjoy eating, and how to go about that. So I'm not going to really go into that right now, because I have podcast episodes that really go into great detail. I have another podcast episode that is coming out tomorrow, I believe. So look out for that. It's called The Mom Care Coach, and it is in all the places that you can listen to a podcast. I always direct people to iTunes, but it's also on Spotify and everywhere else. So you are able to listen at your leisure. And please leave a 5-star review when you do. That really helps, because it helps the people that are looking for the information that I provide, and it allows them to be able to have access to that in a very easy way. So yeah, I just wanted to just chat tonight and to give you a few tips and help you understand about your anchors. And as we're going into December, I know some people have to think about those kinds of things. Go ahead and think about it. If you have more or questions, please do not hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to talking with you next time. Let's see if I can turn it off.